Algebra 1, huh? Or pre-algebra. I love that song. I love that song. Which one? Pre-algebra, algebra 1. You just told me yeah. So that could have been any one of those. But both was easy as shit to me.
Pre.
Pre. Shit. You just find out about the value of X and shit, bruh. Man, that ain't shit compared to what you're going to learn later on in life. You think you stressing now? Oh, I was happy that I got out of school at 17 years old. I had to take calculus. Now that's a fucking term that'll put the fear in any human being that lives on this earth. Oh, and if you go to college with calculus, oh my god, man. College algebra was easy. Going up to calculus? Make a nigga want to drop out. Oh. Oh, man. School for me is probably the darkest part of my life. Ever since I was growing up in the 6th grade. Alright, if I'm going to give you my school story, I'm going to start all the way back to 3rd grade. 3rd grade, I gained a good bit of a reputation. I was very liked among my peers. Even had this crush on this girl. Her name was Zoe Hudson. I'll never forget her name. This girl that I've been having a crush with asked for her turn on the swing. I'm saying sure, and everybody knows me from my big ass superhero landings, right? That I jump off the swing like super high in the air, boom, land down without any hesitation. Everybody thought that was cool. So today, I was gonna show my crush I can do the biggest superhero landing right in front of her, and I was gonna ask her out on a date. That's exactly how my thought process was going. How I was gonna execute the jump, land everything. He said, okay, here it goes. I better give you the swing. I jumped. My dumbass did a little bit too much power that day. I went as high as the school building. I saw the entire playground. Like, one of those models that you see in the games. Yeah, I see it just like that. Except it was real life. And I was really in the air. And I was really going to hit down on the ground. But I still wanted to land this. So remember, I still want to do my superhero landing, right? I wanted to do the most best one yet. See, me being a child, and I'm up this high up in the air, I am excited. I am not scared. And then I know I'm going to have to hit my jump. So, I'm coming down. And I said I was going to do it just like Superman. I went down just like this, head first with my arm in front of my head. Bam! Hit the ground. I got up. I didn't feel a damn thing. However, I'm seeing paramedics, teachers, even the principal and vice principal coming to me. I'm wondering what the hell is going on. I didn't have that kind of mindset when I was younger. Just know that this is what I am as an adult, recapping that memory. So in my childlike mind, what's happening? Why is everybody around me? I was wearing a black and green Russell, I guess I'm gonna call it just a jacket. I was gonna say whatever. Yeah. Uh, my arm was broken in a compound fracture. My arm was broken into the shape of an A. And the thing was, I was completely calm. That's what they said that was scary about me. I was completely calm with my arm being broken in such a way until they tried to get the damn jacket off of me. That meant all that adrenaline I had going through my body at that time negated all of the effect of the pain that I felt. So I didn't feel it until they took it off. That was probably one of the most challenging parts of my life, honestly. Dealing with a cast at a very young age. Remember, I said third grade. And then growing up, everybody up in school saw me as the accident kid. After that, I was having my little bit of a rep. I did have my fair share of bullies, but that even lasted all the way to six. I remember going to my sixth grade prom, boy. I was dressed up like a damn pimp. I don't know what my mama was thinking. She got me with a cane, a Fazbear hat. Oh wait, no, it's not a Fazbear hat, but one of those stylish ass hats. I remember this Five Nights at Freddy's back at the time, because FNAF was coming out at that time. So yeah, it was like one of them classy top hats. I was just like the Monopoly man, the black Monopoly man, swinging around his cane, walking up inside the building. I gained a little bit of a reputation that night, and they said I was quote unquote drunk that night off of Sprite, and I was dancing weird. And I still do that kind of shit still to this day, but it's not drunk off Sprite. It's just my own style of dancing. Some people can even move with it and groove with it, while others can make fun of it and laugh at it. But I don't care. I'm just gonna do it harder and crank up the moves in front of you to make me really seem like a nuisance to you, to get you to fuck off my case. Cause I'm not gonna stop what the fuck I'm doing because cause you acting like a asshole towards me. I'm enjoying my life. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. If you don't like my moves and my grooves, then move the fuck along. Oh shit, that freeze probably got me again. I'm not gonna lie, some zooted thoughts coming again. Oh wait, what was I back? Oh yeah, bullies. Seventh grade, I had enough. So my crazy ass was basically getting onto those boys' case to try to get them off of me. See, this is what you would call the quiet kid in school kind of behavior. But it was really just so these niggas could leave me alone. Like, that's when my that cursing is starting to develop around in seventh grade. That's when I started becoming like that. It was very, very slight, but pissed me off enough. It would come out stronger than anything. Like it was like pent up rage of all the way how I felt. And then for people in my family, it would mostly be like, suck it up, become stronger than them, outsmart them, outmaneuver them, perform better than anybody that's in your division in your class, and show them why you're number one. That's how my parents raised me to be, and that's exactly how I see myself. I don't see myself as number one. There's a lot of number ones out there I have to beat. There's always somebody a number one in something. So at the moment, I'm fine in my position, but I don't wish to maintain and staying in this division and in this position for any longer. I want to go for bigger and grander heights. Anyone gives me a shot, I sure as hell will take it. Oh man, That's how you know a nigga high. He just gets fucking off the story and just talking about a whole different shit, bruh. So yeah, seventh grade, uh, bullied back to bullies in a crazier manner than they were to me, and one of my friends gave me a knife, and that was what I was going to use to protect myself against them because they came up on me. I whipped that bitch out. They backed away, and then told the principal. I said over and over again, it wasn't my knife. It's not my knife. The knife don't belong to me. It belonged to someone else. It's not my knife. Well, did you have it? The motherfucker was getting on me. What you want me to do? There was three of them, and there's this frail, and I was frail, boy. I was like toothpick. I had no muscle to myself. I had like no real body structure. I was as thin as a toothpick. Yeah. So this small nerdy kid is gonna have to try to get himself into a scruffle with these three gruff Mississippians in Ellisville that was around my house because I lived next to the washer at this time. We were next to a washer mat. So everybody do their clothes there. They know where I live because I'm right next to the school. They already pissed that they gotta pick me up when we can literally just walk to the school. And nothing that 13-year-old me could do in that situation, but accept what the teachers gave me and went right to juvie, nigga. I went right to fucking juvie. I went right to juvie. I got out the next day. The first time being in juvie, it was. I was terrified. I'll be honest. I was terrified. I was crying. I was looking all over. And then they, it was like, chill, little man. We not like that. You know, Ooh, you just glad that you got us particular set of niggas up in here. Cause if there was any other people up in here, yeah, I don't know what your little scrawny ass would have. I'm not gonna keep on telling you what that man's all told to me. Yeah, he told me a lot of crazy shit, but that was the most thing that stuck to me because I was scared to the core. I don't know any of these people up in here. That was the thing that terrified me. And then I was out the next day. Uh, Let me tell you this, and I have dealt with this 3 other times in my life after this incident. The weight them shackles feel on your arms and legs is not fun. It's like 10 chains. If it's not 10 chains, but it feels like 10 chains on your arms and legs. And you can barely move at all. Yeah, I was trudging along to that seat, boy. Sat down in front of the judge. I told them all about my explanation. They just put me in alternative school, and then I also had probation, and I had to do community service. I did community service at 13 years of age. And that's why I'm saying that school is like my roughest part, but everything I learned up in school made me into the man I am today. Going on the next following years of my life, uh, shit, man. After I turned to school, whoop de woo, I end up going back. People thought I died. They thought I was dead because I was gone for a whole year, and then I just suddenly end up back into a classroom, and everybody just turning and looking like, what the fuck? Q back? What the hell? Q back? I just plopped up inside of a classroom. The room was completely dark. I just went in and just sat into an empty desk. Nobody knew who that was coming through the door. So even the teacher paused the movie, turned on the light, and then asked who I was. I said, "Oh, sorry, Miss Parker. Uh, this is my fifth period of class. I had to go through some registration issues, and now I'm here uh, because that had issues with my transference, a small little one, but I was able to wrangle that out with the counselor. So then I would just, plopped up inside the class. Things would be going fine all the way. Like as soon as I came back in ninth, I believe I was in ninth because I served the eighth in alternative school. So in ninth grade, everything was going fine. Everything was going gravy. I got my promotion, whatever. 10th grade hit. This was just me being stupid. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with you and be fully transparent. This is just me being stupid. All. Okay, no. Only one of those times, like only just that one time, just got me expelled. I went to alternative school. Da da da. I just went to go get my phone from the principal's office, but my dumb ass didn't know the fucking principal has a fucking special camera in their fucking room that is hidden that can relay everything that's happening in their room. So it got my happy ass nigga grabbing my fucking phone and just leaving out. they got onto the they got onto the receptionist like, you just let a student just wander in? I didn't hear him. That's when they said that I was sneaky. I was conniving. I could not be trusted. But luckily over the years, like they, since I didn't graduate out of school. See, that's where another part comes in. But I guess I'll go ahead and finish it with, I had to have a love story in here. It wouldn't be a school story without one. So, just like I had my elementary one, Zoe Hudson, right? That girl ended up being moved to a whole nother state. So, I wasn't even focused on chicks at that moment. Then, I remember this night. It was not a night, but the way how it was pouring, it might as well feel like night. Because there was no sun in the sky. Nothing but rain just pouring down. And I was in some khaki build. Because that was all the clothes I had after dealing with alternative school. So, I got no coverage at all. But I'm about to muster myself through this rain because I've dealt with rain a lot in my life. So, it's not really that much of an issue. Keep in mind, this is me at 15 years of age. It's around the 14 to 15 years. Don't know the specific age, but I do remember the exact conversation. This chick comes running up to me in wild speed and stops right in front of me like Woody the Woodpecker. I'm not making this up, man. I'm not making this up. And it's raining and shit. So I'm guessing that she just came because, lunch just got through over with. So I guess that, she must have seen me when I was about to get ready to walk to my next class. She was like giddy giddy all over me. It's like, I've been hearing about you all around school. And said that people think that you're crazy, but I think you're actually kind of cute. Would you like to hang out with me sometime this weekend? And I was like, you know what? Sure. And then she actually did end up coming back to the fuck, I'm high. that weekend, and I got to meet her mom. Oh Lord. Uh, let's just say that from the span of how I when I known this girl, and this goes on for 7 to 8 years. Her mom has not changed from who she was. And when I first met her at 13, I thought she was cool. So we're gonna keep that perspective going on right now. Keep the story fresh. So cool mom, cool daughter. Okay, cool. Keep in mind we're still the same age. This girl did shit. Like she was like beyond anything I ever met at my age, and I was all in for it. She had so much energy. She was running all throughout inside the house, boy. The fuck I was gonna tell you? You thought we were gonna talk about some sexual shit? No, boy. Hell no. She was crazy going up and down the hallway. In my room, out mine, in my room, into my parents' room, into my brother's room. Oh my god. It was like she had the energy of a boy, but in the body of a girl. She was a tomboy. And I fucked with her a lot. Her name was Chastity. I was just gonna let that name sink in. So me and Chastity been you know kicking it a bit, and she sprung up on me when we were like watching. I think I had Dragon Ball Z abridged because I believe it was only just Raditz Saga, and we were just sitting there laughing about it. And she then, like, while we were watching it, holds my hand and said, "Do you want to be boyfriend, girlfriend?" Keep in mind, the last girl I had was Zoe Hudson, and the and well, let's just say that was just a one-sided crush. Like, I remember that we did like love letters, me and her back and forth throughout class, so much that I would just keep reading whatever the hell she wrote to me, and then keep them close. And said, "Hey, look at you! You got a little love letter, don't you? Go get him, champ." That made my dad always smile, and I smiled back right at him with that goofy ass smile. Man, I'm gonna fast forward the story a little bit, uh, towards me going through, alternative the second time, uh, because she didn't know anything. Like, she was nowhere around my life when I went to alternative the first time, and she was there the second time. That's when me and her started becoming more and more distant. Because you going to alternative school, she still want to upkeep her loyalty, but and but at the same token, I didn't want her to do that because I didn't want her to go through that burden of waiting a whole year for me to come back. And the coldest thing is, I never came back. That I did that year of alternative school, and my parents offered me a chance to get out of school forever. Camp Shelby! I was oh boy, I was a Cadet Chapman. B07. Oh my lord, I forgot what class I was in, but yeah, I did Camp Shelby. Uh, just like this is when I started to learn contained environments is not for me. Like, just like school was, it felt exactly like how school was, but they were like teaching you skills and all that, and also getting your body into fit shape. They turned my scrawny self into more of a actual dude. They gave me an actual build now. So if I ever, you know, pump for real, back like how I was doing back over there, I can get back that build so easily because of the way how they fitted my body with all the training that they did. So I ended up getting kicked out of there. People were starting to think that I was becoming scary because I started flipping out. And the reason why I started flipping out is because I said, hell no. There was this nasally bitch that was on our fucking squad, boy. There was a lot of nasally bitches, but I couldn't stand a nasally sounding bitch like this. He was sounding just like that, man. And he was just so infuriating. Everybody had their chance to be the squad leader. You know, that's the part with the program. You know, it was about to be the end of the program. This squealing little bitch becomes the damn squad leader and is immediately giving me the dirt. Pick up your pace, Chapman. I feel like punching you in your face right now, you little scrawny bitch. He never gained any muscle while he was there. He stayed the exact same stature the entire time. And I'm bigger than him. So you just imagine me as a tall nigga looking down at this small little nigga like, nigga, if you don't move the fuck. Oh man. But yeah. I spazzed out. I spazzed out in that little bit. I couldn't take it no more. It was at lunch. They made me leave the lunchroom to go and sit at the place. Even put me in the cold room because I spazzed at him later. He said, Cadet Chapman, is there a problem? Yes, sir. Fucking, I forgot that man's name. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. I had to call him leader. And it irked me to say it out of my mouth. Leader Williams over here is just bothering me when I'm trying to do my lines. That's when I was doing my punishment, you know. When I was dealing with roughhousing. Oh yeah. My violence didn't stop at school. It came with me to Camp Shelby. The sergeant laid it off as roughhousing and just sends me to 1,000 lines. But I did those 1,000 lines happily, and the boys was literally thinking that they were literally stronger than me, man. I made them little boy miss. We both interacted. We both exchanged blows. And I had my eyes closed when I took his hit. So I know I did something else. I'm hearing this. I heard a sink crack. Just a little bit. Either I thought it was a sink or it was a piece of skull. I hoped it was the sink. I opened my eyes. I see blood on the floor. I checked myself. It's not me. I turn around and look at him. Oh. And there was no cameras there that saw that event, so they literally just played it off as roughhousing. But that boy had to go to the hospital. He had to get stitches through like close to his ear from that attack. People thinking that he's like, oh no, Chapman gone crazy. What was all that shit that y'all was talking about though? Even though that was an accident. Sorta. It was kind of like, you know, I did it as like after I got hit like that, I did like a quick maneuver and then I threw him to the side. I'm just glad I didn't really hurt, bro. I hope he's actually doing fine. I hope you're doing fine, Brian. Man, I hated Warren. Man, that nasally bitch. He was the one with a real superiority complex. That's where I got superiority complexes from. Dealing with motherfucking Warren. He was that uppity white kid, man. And I have nothing against like no racist. This is just me, you know, Just saying how it is, but yeah, he was just that uppity ass white kid, you know, snob. I wanted to see him how he looked before he had to have all of his hair shaved off. I bet you, I bet you. Yo, yeah, we had to cut all of our hair. I remember that one dude was mad he had to have all his dreads cut, but he said, "Man, ain't no problem. I'll grow them back when I get out." I'm here on a court date. It was either go to jail or do this. I said I'm gonna do this. I love my nigga Gooch. That's what Trash remind me of, my nigga Gooch. For real. But yeah, I ended up leaving with Camp Shell with my diploma, and then I was out of school. And this is me later on down in life. The Chastity love story ends with uh, kind of crazy, but I ain't gonna tell all the details. Just gonna say that we got caught by a superiority figure, but she was embarrassed. I wasn't. Another thing was she was so embarrassed and I wasn't. Like you felt like you were a germ or something like that. And I was like, no, no, that was never the case. Screw how my mom feels. She's mad she ain't got made her laugh. But I caught myself just like I did, just like that. He said, boy, stop. But, you know, she was one of the real ones in my life. And so far, I've had one when I was at college, but and she had sickle cell anemia, but they didn't work out too well. We had to cut her off. Her need for weed for me at that time was too strong, and I was too broke to try to take care of her habits. So I had to let that one go. Had to let that one go. But yeah, that's basically my entire life story. So Xlog number 3, school to the synopsis of my life so far. Yeah. Oh, I didn't go into the real dark shit, but that's for like when I do like artistic videos and shit, because I want those to come out in a special way, not just me just telling you about them. No, no, them bitches need justice.
W story time.